Now, we are at the walking on Flushing Avenue, and we come to Wyckoff Avenue. And we'll turn, and we're going to check out Wyckoff Avenue from here to about Grove Street. And we'll see how things have changed over the years. To my right, you have the Jefferson Street subway stop of the L train. There's also an entrance here on my left. Probably not the place you want to be late at night. Nothing much down at this end until we get to the corner of Troutman. Now this intersection here of Troutman and Wyckoff, more of an industrial area. If you look up the block, just warehouses, graffiti, car refurbishing, getting a heavy toxic smell here. And then if you go over here, you have the restaurant. And really there's no sign in the restaurant. There's just a sign up there here. And let's see, if we go over here, and this is it. It's very unassuming, and I guess if you didn't know it was here, you wouldn't know. Kind of a neat thing. Here we go here, we'll see what the menu is. Entrees. Let's see, now you have to remember you're in Ridgewood, Bushwick area, and they actually have Boddington braised Piedmontese short ribs, seasonal vegetables, and beer mustard for $18. And if I go across the street, or this industrial area right here, they're building a bit of a complex for more stores to come in. There's renovation going on here. That's a really old building over there, 31 Wyckoff. But as you can see, there's still the old industrial area. There's a big abandoned warehouse. I don't know if it's abandoned, but it sure looks abandoned. And I was wondering maybe one day they would make that into condos. That could be a cool place to live. And then over here we have the Wyckoff Star. And maybe we'll go in for a cup of coffee if it's not too crowded. There's some mighty big looking dog. And over here we have another restaurant, Palmer's Restaurant. I don't think it does nearly the business that the other places do. And the Jefferson Street L train. Now let's walk down this block. This is at this end. And over here we have a tortilla factory. It's called the Tortilleria Mexicana Los Hermanos. And it's a tortilla factory and a little restaurant there on the left. Probably get a taco there for $2-3. It's one of those hidden little places that are pretty cool. And next to it is just one of the old flats. And actually, if you look at the side of the building, there is and that is the Jefferson Street L stop. And coming up, this is on Willoughby. And over there we have, it says Italian restaurant coming soon. And this soon is open for interpretation. And we also now coming into the area of the Wyckoff Heights Hospital. And we're at the corner of Wyckoff and Sudam Street. And these are getting into the area of Wyckoff Heights Hospital. And these are some of the condos in the area. This looks like a well-kept building. It's a full roster of tenants there. They have been quite a good deal. I'm sure the spaces are big, located very close to the subway. Yeah, and this is called the Wyckoff Terrace, right next to the supermarket. This is 101 Wyckoff, I believe, and this is at the corner of Hart and Wyckoff. And this looks like a nice building. Again, these are old factories and they converted them. Wyckoff, and just walking down the street, you again have a laundromat and a post office. So many of the things that one would need to live in the area is right here in a very short area. And now at the corner of Wyckoff and DeKalb, we have another hacienda, and this really ugly green building, but that's a loft building right over there. DeKalb. DeKalb is a very big avenue. Very loud avenue too. And it's a women's center, health clinic, affiliated with the hospital, Centro de Salud para Mujeres. And then over here we have a Dunkin' Donuts, which pretty much can be found near all hospitals, and Wyckoff Heights Medical Center, a hub of the neighborhood. It's at the corner of Stockholm and Wyckoff. And actually, if you go farther up on Stockholm a few blocks, you will find the historic yellow brick street right before you get to the graveyard. It's Wyckoff Heights Medical Center, 1994. This hospital is very old, but this is the new building, 94. We have the old, really old building. The company's out of business, but I do remember it being there when I was a kid. And pulling the carcasses in for the and actually another welcome addition to the neighborhood. You can see these buildings next to the paint store. We have the Minos and Wyckoff. Very nice looking store. And then the building next to it, that's been renovated too. But there's no store down there as of yet. And a good comparison is the building right next to it. It's just a two tones from the 60s or 70s. That really is in need of repair. And the one next to it also. And right now we're at Wyckoff and Harmon Street. Coming up on Wyckoff and Green, we have a restaurant, Mr. Barbecue, which supposedly has some pretty good food, very reasonable price. And this is Green Avenue, Wyckoff, and I guess they call it Green Avenue. It's really lovely. It's filled with trees. I don't know how much this is coming through, but it's really pretty green. A little hint of color changing there. Looks like a nice block that's green. Green Avenue. We are at the corner of Wyckoff Avenue, making a left on Menahan. Again, this could be a really nice, it's a pretty shabby one. But then if you just go two doors, somebody really did a nice job with that one. Look at that, renovated that one there. Looks like people are living on the upper floors. And Gardens, which is a condo complex. Now, I don't know if anybody's living here, but when I was a kid, this was, I believe, just like an old little storage building, you know, where kids put their bikes if they, Menahan Gardens, 2007. I don't know, it doesn't look like anybody's living on the ground floors, but I think people are on the upper floors. So maybe this block will be turning around.